Welcome to AmeenAcademy.com. Let us discuss about the Chola Dynasty, some important rulers. Vijayalaya Chola founded the Chola Dynasty. He took over the Tanjore kingdom in the 8th century and further laid the foundation stone of one of the most prominent empires known in Indian history. Tanjore was thus named as the founding capital of the illustrious Chola Empire. After the reign of Vijayalaya Chola, the Chola Empire fell into the hands of Aditya I and his successor. This period was particularly known as the era of power and development for Cholas and was considered the medieval Chola period. The Chola dynasty saw many prominent rulers who contributed greatly to making it one of the most prominent empires in the country. Some of the rulers we will discuss. The Chola dynasty ruled in South India from 9th to 13th century. This history of the Chola dynasty can be divided into four periods. Early Cholas, that is Sangam literature period. Interregnum, the period between the fall of the Sangam Cholas and the rise of the imperial medieval Cholas. Vijayalaya dynasty, the dynasty of Vijayalaya. Later Chola dynasty, the dynasty of Kulothunga Chola I from the third quarters of the 11th century. Some notable Chola rulers included Rajendra Chola I, ruled from 1012 to 1044 AD. He expanded the Chola empire's reach by conquering the Pandya and Chera nations and by annexing territories in northern India. He also built a new capital, Gangaikonda Cholapuram. Rajendra III. The Rajendra Chola III ruled from 1246 to 1279 CE. The Chola Empire was weakened during his rule by invasion from the Hoysala dynasty and by allies turning their backs on the Chola dynasty. The Chola dynasty was eventually conquered by the Pandya dynasty. Aditya I, the leader of the Chola dynasty during the medieval era. Kulothunga Chola I, the leader of the Chola dynasty during the medieval era. Rajendra Chola, Rajaraja Chola, the great Chola king who ascended the throne in 985 CE. Uttama Chola ascended the Chola throne around 970 CE. The founder of the Chola Empire, Vijayalaya, the founder. Vijayalaya Chola founded the Chola Empire in 850 CE. Vijayalaya has descendant of the early Cholas and a feudal lord under the Pallavas of Kanchi. Capture of Tanjavur. Vijayalaya took advantage of the declining power of the Pallavas and Pandyas to capture Tanjavur from the Muttarayar rulers. Establishment of the capital. Tanjavur became the capital of the imperial Chola Empire. Revival of Chola power. Vijayalaya's reign marked the revival of Chola's power after centuries of obscurity. Vijayalaya's reign laid the foundation for one of the most powerful and influential empires in South Indian history. Now, we will see the table of the name of Chola rulers, period of rule and contribution. Vijayalaya Chola, 848 to 891 AD. Founder of the Chola Empire, took the title of Parakesarivarman. He built Soleswara temple at Nattamalai, Pudukottai. Aditya I, Kulothunga Chola I, Gandaraditya Chola, Arinjaya Chola, Sundara Chola, Uttama Chola, Rajaraja Chola I from 985 to 1100. He built the Brihadiswara temple in Tanjavur, one of the largest Hindu temples. During his reign, the texts of the Tamil poets Appar, Sambandar, and Sundarar were collected, edited into one compilation called Tirumurai. Rajendra Chola I from 1012 to 1044. Rajaraja Chola is 1985 to 1014. Yeah, Rajendra Chola is 1012 to 1044. He built a new capital city called Gangaikonda Cholapuram to commemorate his victory after the defeating Mahipala, the Pala king of Bengal and Bihar. He built 16 miles long and 3 miles wide artificial lake, which was one of the largest man-made lakes in India. Rajendra Chola, Rajadiraja Chola, Rajendra Chola II, Vinarajendra Chola, Adi Rajendra Chola, Kulothunga Chola I, Vikrama Chola, Kulothunga Chola, Rajaraja Chola II, Rajadiraja Chola II, Kulothunga Chola III, Rajaraja Chola III, Rajendra Chola III. These are the some chronicle order of the important rulers of Chola dynasty. Now we'll talk about very important Chola king Karigala Chola. The Karigala Chola, also known as Karihalan, was a legendary and significant ruler of the Chola dynasty, which was one of the most powerful and prosperous dynasties in ancient South India. He is believed to have ruled during a Sangam period, roughly between the 1st and 2nd centuries CE. Here is a brief overview of Karigala Chola history. Karigala Chola is credited with expanding the Chola Empire through his military conquest and strategic alliances. His reign is also for its emphasis on infrastructure development, including the construction of the irrigation system and roads. Additionally, Karigala Chola patronage of arts and literature during the Sangam period contributed to the flourishing of Tamil culture. Early life. The exact details of Karigala's birth and early life are shrouded in legends and myths. According to the traditional accounts, he was the son of Ilamchenni, a prominent Chola king. Conquest and expansions. Karigala Chola is renowned for his military powers and conquest. He is said to have undertaken various military campaigns expanding the Chola kingdom's territories and influences. Karigala's victories are celebrated in ancient Tamil literature. The infrastructure and public works. Karigala Chola is credited with building and maintaining several irrigation tanks such as Kallanai, an ancient dam on the Kaveri rivers, as well as the roads and other infrastructure projects. These public works contributed to agricultural development and trade within his kingdom. Patronage of literature and arts. The reign of Karigala Chola is associated with a flourishing period of Tamil literature and arts. The Sangam literature, which includes poems and songs celebrating the king's valor and achievements, was composed during this era. The Battle of Venni. One of the most famous One of the most famous events associated with Karigala Chola is the Battle of Venni. According to legend, Karigala fought a decisive battle against a confederacy of South powers and emerged victories, consolidating his kingdom's dominance. Death and legacy. The circumstances surrounding Karihala's death remain unclear, despite various accounts in folklore and literature. Despite this, his legacy endured through the centuries, with tales of his exploits inspiring later generations. It's important to note that while there are historical accounts and legends about Karigala Chola, there might be variations and discrepancies in different sources. As you delve deeper into researching these fascinating historical figures, be sure to use reputable historical records and academic sources to separate fact from fiction. Top of top of form. Additionally, it is worth considering the cultural and societal context in which these accounts were written. The portrayal of Karigala Chola may have been influenced by the various of beliefs of this time, leading to embellishments or exaggerations in their stories. Therefore, analyzing multiple perspectives and cross-referencing different sources can provide a more comprehensive understanding of his true character and achievements. Now, finally, we talk about the Chola Empire, which is often referred to as the imperial Cholas, was medieval Thalassocratic empire based in southern India that was ruled by the Chola dynasty and comprised overseas dominions, protectorates, and spheres of the influence of Southeast Asia. The power and prestige the Cholas had among political powers in South, Southeast, and East Asia at this peak is evident in their expeditions to Ganges, naval raids on cities of the Sri Vijaya Empire on the island of Sumatra, and their repeated embassies to China. The Chola fleet represented the peak of ancient Indian maritime capacity. Around 1070, the Cholas began to lose almost all of their overseas territories, but the later Cholas, that is 1070 to 1279, continued to rule portion of southern India. The Chola Empire went into decline at the beginning of the 13th century with the rise of Pandyan dynasty, which ultimately caused the Cholas' downfall. The Cholas' establishment a centralized form of government and a disciplined bureaucracy. Their patronage of Tamil literature and their zeal for building temples resulted in some of the greatest works of Tamil literature and architecture. The Chola kings were avid builders and regarded temples in their kingdoms as both places of worship and of economic activities. A prime example of Chola architecture is Brihadiswara temple at Tanjavur, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which the Rajaraja commissioned in 1010. They were also well known for their patronage of art. The development of the sculpting techniques used in Chola bronzes of Hindu deities that were built using a lost wax process was pioneered in their time. The Chola traditions of art spread and influenced the architecture and art of Southeast Asia. So far, we discussed about the important rulers of Chola dynasty. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.